3 of the Home Wars Season 4 series. Today, we got some bug pushing to do. We have a infestation over here that we need to take care of ants. We got 98 groups of bugs over here. Obviously, we don't have any intel on that at the moment. Okay, never mind, we can click on it. So it looks like we got 24 groups of grasshoppers, 12 groups of tiger mosquitoes, 24 groups of ants, 24 groups of common mosquitoes, and 12 groups of cockroaches. So as it stands, we are looking to take this today. So we're going to move that army there. This army needs to get up here and help this army. We're actually just going to kind of combine the armies at this point. Let's actually kind of just do that, because I don't know if there's an army cap. There is. Alright, so we're going to just kind of move, we're going to kind of consolidate the armies a little bit, because obviously we don't need to have this many armies. I don't know why that one. Okay. Just get all the supply trucks over there, get the howitzer over there, and now we have a more balanced army there, and then that one's gone, and then we have... So it seems like we have a 30 unit cap on our armies, which I thought there might have been more once the army was recruited, but no. Unfortunately, that's just not how it is. Currently, our resources are in a good state. At this point, we are just waiting for... we are just waiting for unlocks. We are going to pick up ammunition. We're going to round out our small caliber. We're going to get 10,000 large caliber. We're probably going to pick up some spare parts. Pick up 40 units of spare parts, or 800 units of spare parts. Just so we have some extra spare parts for our not our helicopters, but our supply trucks. We can't unlock anything this round. We've only got 68 experience. We can get this army moving up, though. So we've got a defense over here to run, which we will run. This is just to destroy the enemy outpost. There are 400 groups of ants. So this could be really bad really quickly. This will be a sapper mission, obviously, but... it's one of those, and I just made a boo-boo, a big boo-boo. I should have put the guys down first. So this is going to be one of those sapper wars. It is definitely going to be won by the sapper. Simply because... there are just so many ants. It's going to be a slog to get through all of these ants. Hopefully our sapper can get these barbed wires placed down relatively quickly. We're actually going to do defense in depth here. So we're going to start doubling up, hopefully spreading the damage out. And then hopefully not having to run. So we're going to get glue down. Because here they come. And they're out for us. I want a more even spread on the ants, so we're actually going to try to get the guys spread out a little bit more. We don't want them all focused on one lane. If they do, they will break through relatively quickly. As you can see, they have 400 groups. First line's already down. At this point, I think we're just going to have to start getting some landmines down to help out. Because otherwise they are going to advance very quickly. That is not what we want. Get them up there. Second line's down already. That one's about to drop. I know they don't necessarily stack, but we don't really have much of a choice in this situation. We're gonna have to stack them and hope that they can hold. Because, oh man, are there just way too many frickin' ants. I'm actually going to move them over a little bit because, as I stated, we need to get this damage spread out a little bit more. Get my sapper on one here. They're triggering the mines already. That's not good. We're gonna get some more mines down. Just tons of damage. Tons and tons of damage to our barbed wire already. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this. I'm going to start setting up a backup area. That's where we can hopefully run to. Good, we're getting some pulling off of the main group. Oh, Lord. Yep, they're already hitting our second line of mines. It's not great. That's not what you want to be seeing right now. Now they're focusing on that center line. We're going to have to bring them over, try to get them into this giant line that still hasn't been touched. There we go, get some damage in on that, because otherwise, I mean, they're just ripping this apart. Just keep putting barbed wire down and hopefully we can get enough battle points to keep up. Alright, get them on a hotkey. Get some more. Can't get any more. We don't have enough battle points right now. Alright, at least we got them on that line. We're probably going to take an L on this fight. I think there's just too many ants for us to realistically push them back. Come on, let me put it down, let me put it down. There we go. At this point we are just trying to get them down wherever we can. Gonna pull them back. We are very quickly running out of points for barbed wire. Really wish we had some artillery in this group right now. Yep, this isn't looking good. I'm going to start moving them over there. Get them to start using these. They still have 200 groups left. I don't know. So many ants still left. Riflemen are doing what they can. Get another barbed wire down. Kind of spread out their damage a little bit more. Whoa boy. 30% on that front one. It's not great. We're almost on the wall here, which is really not great. Yep, they're about to break that front, those front two. There that one goes. Oh, and here, and it begins. I don't really have space to maneuver anymore. So I think this army group might be going down. There's just way too much ants. If we can clear up these ants, we have enough points for 2 more barbed wires, and then we should be able to at least do a lot more damage. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Get him down, get him down, get him down. Come on, rifleman. Come on, rifleman. This is not what I want to be seeing right now. Alright, we need to get those down. We need to get them down now. Alright. Glue is slowing them down significantly. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough battle points for more glue. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Slow them down even more if we can. We still have 122 groups left. We're doing good on supplies. Still have 114 groups in reinforcement. We can get another barbed wire down. We're again just simply running out of room to maneuver here. Very quickly as well. There's the sapper. Let's see if we can get them. See if we can get them onto these. Try to spread out the damage a little bit more. We're at 86 groups remaining. We've got 4 minutes. If we can just hold for 4 minutes. Come on, take those ants down, y'all. We need more of them. Alright, sweet. I just put 2 down on accident, but it is what it is. We are officially at a point where we are just going to have to outmaneuver them. I've kind of backed myself into a corner here, which is not great. If anything, the sapper is going to live. I think we're about to lose those rifles. I'm going to have them hug this corner. Have the sapper come over here, draw some of them away. And here goes our riflemen. We're going to get as many to retreat over to where there's still barbed wire as possible. That is effectively their last stand. At this point, we are down to just our sapper, because they are just getting overran. There's nothing I can do about it. Which is very unfortunate for us. At least we have enough battle points to hopefully keep our sapper alive. Because now here the rest of them come, which is not great. Yep, how many do we have left? There are none left. It is literally just the sapper. And we just don't have the points for the defenses. $7,000 bugs to 27 army men. This is utterly ridiculous. We're just gonna try to maneuver him around here. Get some heavy damage on them on that one, because that will drop very quickly. Get another barbed wire down. Just try to hug him in this corner here while the barbed wire does its job. At this point, they are down to their last bits of reinforcements. They no longer have any ants left. So I believe our sapper's going to win us the day on this one. But at what cost? At what cost? Is it too much? It's never enough. Oh, Lord. Nope, back this way. Alright, we are running on fumes for supplies at this point. There are still a couple hundred ants, and there is just not enough barbed wire for this. They should be diving by the droves at this point. Put another one down. That'll secure us. All of the ants gone in the last 3 seconds. Oh! Well, that army has exactly 1 sapper left. They definitely got the damage. The riflemen didn't even compare. It's just utter ridiculousness. Luckily, we didn't lose the point. We are just gonna walk over it. They have 3 groups of ants left. We're gonna hold that point for now and keep the defenses strong there. Now we're gonna move to the main front here. We have a good mix here. We definitely got plenty of sappers, plenty of howitzers, plenty of trucks, plenty of marksmen. So I believe we have this just fine. And it is a defense mission, which means we don't have to worry about the proverbial issue of having to leave the area. So we're actually going to want to pick up quite a bit of howitzers here. Get our trucks out for supplies. The 2 should be able to handle them all together. We're going to do 4 supply trucks for the infantry because there's going to be a lot of infantry out. I want all of the infantry deployed. Then we're going to do 1 sapper for construction. Obviously, we have quite a significant amount of time here to prep, so we're going to do just that. Make sure our artillery is very, very well protected. Get our infantry line up under there. Have our truck line follow up behind them. Hopefully, in the next couple of turns, we'll have our machine guns to the front, and then we won't have to deal or worry about the ants as much anymore, because the machine guns will make quick, short work of them. But as it stands right now, we are on the back foot, at least for the time being. Which is not great, but it could be a lot worse. We are definitely going to need vehicles if we want to get some pushing power in, so again, that is definitely our next priority here. Once our sapper gets all the defenses online, we are going to hit ready. Unless he already has them up, which he does not, so we're not going to hit ready yet. We're probably just going to start anyway, because the sapper's still not done yet. He's got 2 more nets to make here. All right, our artillery's firing in sync. That's not what we want, but that's what we're gonna have. There we go. Now we're staggering fire. That's what we want to see. Fire for effect, as they say. We're just gonna have our sapper chill with our infantry, since that is where they are safest. Let's check our statistics here. They have 65 groups of reinforcements remaining. We're already doing some good work. They have a lot of cockroaches. Definitely going to need to get some damage down. At least we have a significant amount of troops here to help hold this. And we still have some on standby, which I believe... Yep, we have 3 sappers. More artillery on standby should we need it. I don't think we will need it, though. So, strategy, make sure this way is clear. Wait until their group's at 0, and then move everyone else over here. Our artillery should hopefully be able to hold this side for the time being, while our infantry deal with this. We might get some allied outpost damage, but that's probably going to be unavoidable at this point in time. It's a good day for bug killing. Alright, they've got 17 groups left. Deaths are on the rise. I might start moving my infantry forward, because they are starting to build up over here. But the artillery is doing a good job, so that might not be necessary at the moment. I love it when they start staggering their fire, because that means more damage. Alright. 9 groups remaining in reserve. I think we're going to hold just fine. So we're going to ×4 this. 5 groups remaining, and then as soon as it gets down to 0 groups... Alright. They have no more reinforcements coming in. As soon as we take care of this, I'm going to get all of my guys moved over here. We're going to get you to go resupply. How are we doing on supplies? We're actually running really low on supplies now that I look at it. Alright, so... I wish they would stop coming over here. Our artillery is just getting straight up overwhelmed with the sheer amount of bugs. I think it's about time we move the infantry. Get some of these stragglers in the back here taken out, secure the back. Get them off of our outpost. And then once we have a big enough window, we're going to move them up a little bit more. Take that out, please. Alright, we have all the stuff in the back taken out. We're going to get moved up. continue moving up. Get our supply trucks up there, make sure that they stay supplied. I don't want them losing any amount of supply. Are these guys capped out? They're almost capped out on supply. We're just going to bring them back. Should be more than enough for what's remaining. Alright. Keep our supplies coming. At this point, it is mostly up to the artillery to take them out, I do believe. Or the marksmen are doing a lot of the work. Either way. That's what I like seeing right there. Not today, bugs! Not today. 300 enemies remaining, which is times 4 at this point, because they are all on their way. Definitely want to invest in some heavier ordnance going into the future. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get into aircraft. I don't typically care for aircraft in this game too much. Just the way that they work. I'd rather have something stationary on the ground that I can just resupply. And we have our last few bugs trickling in. I don't want them withdrawing, so we're obviously going to stay and wait for all of them to enter the grinder. Just imagine if the corpses actually stayed in this game. Three left. 2 remaining. Are they over here at the base again? No. Where are they at? Alright, we'll let them withdraw. There's only 2 groups left. Or 2 bugs, I don't think. Yeah, there's none remaining. Yeah. 150,000 damage on those marksmen. They're just so good. Howitzers did 60,000, so, I mean, it wasn't even the howitzers carrying the group, it was definitely the marksmen. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously attack it. We're going to walk over it. That's going to give us that point. This ant group will be dealt with by this singular sapper. It will happen. We're going to end day here. We're going to save our resources for next turn. We're actually going to buy up a marksman squad. We're going to get these machine gunners up to the front. And then we're going to start pushing into other rooms and denying the bugs more resources, because they are officially at nest level 3, which is not good for us. We are really going to need those machine gunners up there. So, 3 groups of ants, just plop down some barbed wire and call it a day. Let's get this over with. That should about cover 3 groups of ants. If it doesn't, well, then I'm a monkey's uncle. Yep, that's all of them. Let's go finish them off. So, it is unfortunate that we did lose that last battle. I believe that's what kind of gave them the push into level 3. Which is not what we wanted, but at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. We can't win it all. Unfortunately, we got to give the bugs some room. Despite not wanting to do that. Alright, that gave us some rough metal. 2,000 damage, obviously. So that sapper's on his own. We're probably going to push that sapper. Okay, I don't know. We're probably going to actually put that sapper into this group. Just so he's not on his own. I'm not sure why he hasn't completely won up to that flag, but I'm not going to look into it too much. So they did just hit level 3, which means we are going to start seeing flies, fire ants, and spiders. That swarm is just growing significantly. Their food is just That food is growing. So ammunition, we're still doing great. We did just refill. Unlocks, I don't think we can unlock anything with 118. We could get assault troops and then go into heavy riflemen. However, I think the play here is to get the recon vehicle. We definitely need some more mobile units on the battlefield, strictly for points and the like. We're probably also going to want to get some self-propelled howitzers or rocket artillery in the near future. We're probably not going to do too much with helicopters. I don't care for them. I don't like their supply system, having to bring them back to base after using them for a certain amount of time. It typically isn't great. It just I don't really care for them all that much. Obviously, gunships are great. It's probably the only air unit that I respect or actively respect, other than the strategic bomber. But that's neither here nor there. We don't really need to sell anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to recruit. We're going to get a new army. Pop in here. We're going to just load up on marksmen. We're going to include 1 sapper and 2 trucks with this unit. And that is going to be our first full 30 unit army. So now what we can do is we can start pushing. So this is, which army is this one? So this is 10 marks, 6 howitzers. Alright. So Army 3, they're going to push into the kitchen. We need to start denying the bugs food. And we need to start doing it quickly. So we're going to attack it, walk over it. That'll start denying them resources, which is what we need. We could be pushing into the living room as well, but I think what'll happen is we'll use this one, or we'll use the army over here. We'll take the kitchen, we'll take the living room, and then as a unit, we'll push forward into the hall. And then at that point, it is basically 2 points left, and that'll be the box room in the garage. And then we can obviously attack the hive, which is the ultimate goal. So let's end this day. Let's see what the ants or the bugs are going to do. Yep, they're going back here. That's to be expected. We might see some T3s. I'm hoping we don't. Let's see if we can get some. So we don't see T3s. We don't see T3s. All right, so we're good for now. We are obviously going to walk over that because there is no point in not doing that. Now, this is going to be huge. Are you kidding me? All right, well. I guess the sapper is not. Can I not? Okay, well, you know what? We'll just do this and make that okay. Get all 15 of our machine gunners over there. Cancel that. That'll combine them into one army. We're going to get our marksmen advance. They've still got one more turn before that is completely taken. And then we'll be able to advance on the living room. Right now we need to hold the hallway, which is unfortunately going to be a flags mission, which means we are more than likely going to lose this mission. I don't really care for this all that much. We're definitely going to need the artillery. Definitely going to need to deploy. Okay. So actually, we have an advantage here. We're going to deploy 1 sapper in the back. This sapper is going to cap those 2 flags and are going to try to hold them. Then we are going to deploy everything else up here, and we are going to staunchly hold this 3rd flag. So, going to get these marksmen down. Going to get our sapper down. We're going to get all of our light riflemen down and our riflemen. Vehicles, we're going to put 6 trucks. 6 trucks, all of them. Artillery, we're going to get all of our artillery down there too, because we're going to need it. We're going to start. And we are going to bulk up with a lot of defenses. Alright, we should only need 1 truck with them. are getting that line set up. Sapper is putting finishing touches on our defenses here. The bugs should start showing up any second now. Make sure they're all in range of that supply truck, because it is about to be a war of attrition. Alright. We're not going to do a whole lot with this one. We're just going to plop that on top of that, and then we're going to plop that on top of that, and that should hold it, because we are going to hopefully not let anything pass this front line. That is the goal, and I'm going to hope to try to obtain that goal. We don't have as many marksmen as we did last time. We're down about 12 marksmen, but we have a ton of artillery, so hopefully artillery will do a significant portion of the heavy lifting here. We also have a ton of defenses up there. And they're already letting them through. That's not great. Alright, good. Alright, so that's not great. So we are definitely going to want to get some defenses. We want this one sapper to hold this point. That is what we're going for. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But we're going to make it happen. Or we're going to try to make it happen. Alright, so they are going for the back point. There's nothing I can really do about it. How is the war going up here? Where is my sapper? Alright, so we're just going to deploy this other sapper. I don't know where the first sapper went. We're going to get some more barbed wire up. Oh, he's right there. Let's get him back by the trucks. How's the trucks doing? The trucks doing alright? Alright, trucks and artillery are doing just fine. There really just are too many here. We've still got 83 bug groups left. I want to get some down by the artillery. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. There's just too many. How are we doing on supplies? We are running starkly low on supplies, which is not great. That's not what we want to be seeing right now. The artillery is doing as much work as it can, but just the limited. Good, we're getting some losses from them. Really wish I would get a second so I could place some defenses around the artillery, but obviously we're not going to get that, so hopefully the infantry will just deal with them eventually. How we doing on supplies? 200, 200. That's not good. 91. Ooh, we're getting low. We're getting really low. We're at a point where we would be in a lot better of a position if I could get some more nets down. I don't even think we can afford to run the truck back. That's 2 trucks out. That's 3 trucks out. This is bad. That's 4 trucks out. That's really, really bad. I'm going to make a break for it with these trucks back to base. We need those supplies. I need the infantry to maintain supplies. I hope they make it back. Oops. How are we doing on ammo? That's not good. That is really not good. We are about to get overran, I do believe. Alright, they are almost out of reinforcements at this point. Whatever damage we do is permanent. Looks like we may lose some artillery here, which is not good. But at least their bug count is starting to drop. We still haven't lost anything yet. Alright, our supply trucks are officially all dry. They're going to resupply as quick as they can. I don't think it's going to be enough. We're going to need to get whatever supplies are currently in those trucks up here ASAP. There are 500 bugs left on the map. We just don't have enough time to really take them all out, but at least we're not losing anything, and that's kind of what I'm going for right now. Yep, if we had those machine guns, I think this would have went much differently. Or more marksmen, for that matter. We just didn't. So, unfortunately, that was a loss, which means they're going to get more. But there's not much remaining here in terms of bugs, which is good for us. That being said, the howitzers were really MVPs this round. All right, so let's see. Looks like we can get some on. We're 2 points away. All right, so we definitely have them next turn. Well, it looks like we can fight it, which means we can at least deny them the turn resources from holding the point. Yep. Alright, so it looks like reinforcement, infantry. We are going to make a infantry push. They don't have a lot left, and I think we can do it. I don't think we're going to need sappers to do it. Back up. Alright, the marksmen are taking them down. I'm gonna have a unit move up while they get covered. Try to take this point. Get the rest of these guys up there. This is kind of annoying, which means we're gonna have to backtrack. Oh! Well, that was a lot more losses than I would have liked, because I was not paying attention on ×4. How many are left? 48 are left. I think we can move up at this point. Go, go, go. We need to just get these points. Obviously, the points are taken up. We do not want them recapping those back points. Shoot those mosquitoes out of the air. We need to get that last point before time runs out. Go, 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 and crap. Alright, so we took more losses than than was necessary, and we also gave them a win, despite there being no bugs left. That is one very big thing that does annoy me about this game. When you're on Capture the Flags, you can still lose, even if they have no enemy units left, and you have clear control over the battlefield. That is one thing, if the dev ever watches this video, that I would highly recommend changing. It's a very annoying mechanic, and I will just say right now that it's not great to deal with. Anyway, so that means they are going to have the resources from that point for one turn. We took some nasty losses there. I'm not happy about it. I'm actually just going to get the marksmen and the howitzers moved over. Army 0 is probably going to get merged in with the machine gunners when the machine gunners get up there. These guys already moved. Yes, they did. So we're going to end day. We're going to move on to the next turn. More ants. Lovely. So we are actually going to have to... Oh, that's not great. So this is the army with the machine guns, which means it is going to have to deal with that. Which, unfortunately, means it's going to delay them getting to the front line even longer. They do have tier 3s now, which means we are going to be pretty bad off. I don't think we can hold that. I think we are going to have to order a retreat. I mean, we might be able to hold if we bring the extra units over here. I think we're going to have to. And this is the marksman army. We can finally get the recon vehicle that we needed so desperately. Which also means recruitment. Recruit vehicles. We want 4 supply trucks, and then we want a ton of these, and I mean a ton. I do want to max this out, so we are going to need a sapper, and we're going to want to get some marksmen in there just for good measure. Create that army. So that army will be moving up pretty quick. This is going to be a very large 400 ant swarm again. However, we have machine guns this time. We have the technology! Anyway, I believe the one sapper and the 3 supply trucks and 50 machine guns should easily be able to deal with a 400 ant swarm. In fact, I'm pretty sure one single sapper could deal with it. But, obviously, we're not at that point. We're going to try to hold the first hallway. We really need to hold it. I don't think a retreat is very viable here. We do have an extra mission that we can do. And I don't want to do this. I'm just going to refuse the mission. That is unfortunately going to give them more food, which kind of sucks. I don't really want to fight that, though. We got more than enough. So at this point, I think we are going to look into... we are going to look into using the market. So... Alright, well, that's... I don't like how this works. So we want to buy... It won't let us buy. Alright! Never mind. So we just won't. So, we got 2 huge defense missions coming up. Machine guns, I'm just going to have the sapper deal with the ants. In fact, we'll just deal with that spectacle now. Because I believe that they will be able to... Oh, those are fire ants. That's not what you want to see. We're going to put 1 sapper down. That 1 sapper should be more than enough. It is... I am about to do the sapper cheese. That is what is about to happen. Come on, get them down, get them down, get them down, come on. There we go, come on, keep putting them down. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are absolutely going to sapper cheese the crap out of this. I've never been more proud of the amount of green on this map. Maybe I shouldn't have put these on the map. That was a really bad idea. We're going to spread them out a little bit. This should allow the sapper to rebuild some of these. Come on. Dang it. Alright, we want them over here. My sapper died. That's not great. It's a good thing I have more than one sapper here. I should be hearing a lot of fire, but there just isn't much. Come on, move over here. Ain't got time for y'all not following orders. I'm gonna get a sapper down, and I'm gonna start rebuilding the defenses that have been lost. So that way these guys have some room to maneuver, because right now it's not looking great if they don't have any space to maneuver. It's gonna kind of spread out the damage a little bit. You're good. Come back. Okay, apparently you're not. Come back. Come on. There we go. There we go. We got 125 groups left. They appear to be losing more than they're deploying, so I think that is about signaled to start rebuilding other stuff that we have lost earlier in the battle. I want this line defended, because I don't want to have to keep moving the machine gunners if I don't have to. We are looking good. We're not going to win this fight, obviously. We have to destroy their outpost too, and I don't think that's going to happen, which is unfortunate. Because we are just trying to hold back a giant wave of enemies with machine guns that aren't exactly doing great. We are going to drag out that damage a little bit. Alright, they are getting a little too close for comfort. just not going to let me put more down, which is fine. We should be good at this point. We're going to hug this wall a little bit more and try to get them to use these. Hold up. They're yeeting up the wall! I don't want y'all to yeet up the wall! They just straight up said, we're going on top of that cabinet. Alright, I think we should be fine here now. I think there is just enough losses at the enemy's side. Just in case, we are going to secure our back area just to make sure that we have enough. That is an absolutely ridiculous amount of dead enemies. So I believe they had 8,000 in total, which is highly unfortunate for us. Well, anyways, that'll do it for this episode, guys. Next episode, when we come back, we'll be defending this point here. We'll hopefully be retaking or finishing off the bug colony that's over here. And very, very slowly, hopefully, making our push into the hall before they reach level 4. Level 4 is where the really nasty stuff starts to come out, and I want to take out their anthill before that happens. Anyways, see you later, guys.